I just got a new update from our sales call today. So if you saw my previous video, you may have seen that I didn't really mention what was going on, but just wanted to let you know that this is Color Wow that I was talking about. And the news is that L'Oreal purchased them. And you're not going to believe for how much. So from what I've heard, and this is not, exactly fact, but this is what I heard from somebody else, and this is a good, reliable source. I heard that Gail Federici sold this company for $1 billion. That's an incredible number. I don't know if I've ever heard of any beauty brand being sold for quite that much. And the reasoning why she probably, or the L'Oreal actually bought them, is because, they're far-reaching. They've got business in multiple countries, like they're international. So I have a feeling that they probably don't have Color Wow throughout all of Europe, and I'm sure that's probably one of the things that L'Oreal is going to do. So initially, this was very bad news for me, and if you watch my previous video, you'll understand why. Whenever, we invest a lot of time and energy to build up a brand, especially one like Color Wow, it takes a lot out of us. And, we're actually building this because it's such a great brand. And, we hope to build up brands that will stick with us for the long haul so that, our stylists can continue to have success with it. And because of how Color Wow was so successful in that everything they made was unique and different, and they had a lot of science behind it, and was actually created by, the head chemist, Dr. Joe Sincotta, and they've won probably more awards than any other retail brand out there, at least for a professional retail brand. But I've never, in all my over 30 years in this business, I've never seen any company have that many awards, so that whenever we announce it, it's already obsolete as to how many they have been awarded. And when I say awards, these are just like these various publications that actually announce, hey, we picked this company as the best of this, that, or the other. And it starts to add up when you have all these different publications out there, and or review sites. So what does this mean for my customers and stylists? Well, according to our team, our owners of our company, they basically said right now there's really nothing to worry about, because it's actually going to take probably months to iron out all the details. And because L'Oreal does own Salon Centric, I would be willing to guess that, they will basically take it away from the other company that has it in their stores and put it in theirs. I can't imagine they're going to just keep it in both stores, because, L'Oreal wants to promote their own brands, and the other company doesn't want to promote their competitor. So whether they pull it from them or the other company decides, hey, we don't want any part of this now, since L'Oreal bought them, we're gonna decline and sell out what we have, or whatever. And our company is basically, we are the ones that actually grew it from the get-go. And since we have over 8 years experience with this brand, it is probably in L'Oreal's best interest to keep us as reps, because we have more boots on the ground, so to speak, than they probably do, because they've cut down their sales force, and their sales force is basically calling on really high-end salons, commissioned salons. And so we're calling on all types of salons, from the little small studios on up to big commissioned salons. So we have more coverage, we have more knowledge than they do. And so, some of our guys that have been doing this a long time, they think that they're going to probably keep us on board, at least in the near foreseeable future. I kind of have my doubts, so to speak, but you just never know. This is a new day and age, And Color Wow is really unlike any other brand. So, we actually have other brands that we had already been planning on introducing. So in a couple of weeks, they're going to announce it to us what the first new brand will be. And so right now, I have no idea. I kind of have some ideas, but I don't want to say in case I'm wrong. But on the 21st of July, they're going to be announcing the first new brand. And of course, that's going to be the day of training. So I did have a Color Wow class scheduled that day, but now I'm forced to do this instead. And if my educator is willing, he'll probably have to do it on his own this time. So right now, I'm not going to worry too much about what's going on. If you're already buying and selling Color Wow to your customers, just continue to do it, because the products still remain one of the best product lines out there. And until things get to where they're not good for you or me, then we'll look at it then. But for now, they say business as usual. And at first, it wasn't going to be business as usual for me, because it's not something I want to do if I know that the brand's going to be yanked out from under us. But there's no indication as of yet. And of course, our owners are on top of everything. And they're basically telling us, hey, let's continue to reap the benefits of what Color Wow has created. And until that day comes when it's not going to be available to us or not good for us, then we'll worry about it then. But in the meantime, we're also coming up with other new brands. They're getting ready to go to Cosmoprof coming up this week. And we have there's a lot of companies out there that have been looking for a distributorship like ours, because we have probably more experience than any of the other distributors out there in our company. And so they are looking for distributors like us that are independent, that are successful as we are with introducing new brands and just having the knowledge to back up these brands. So I appreciate you watching. I hope this helped you kind of get a little bit more clarity on this. I'm not sure who's going to see this. I'm going to put it on my YouTube channel, and I probably will make it public, and then I'll share it with my customers as well. But if you're a customer that buys Color Wow, please, I beg you, buy it from your hairdresser. Don't buy it online. Don't buy it on Amazon or any of these other places, or don't buy it in like the bigger stores. Your hairdresser knows your hair better than anybody. So give them the business, and I'll tell you, the benefit of it is you're going to help them keep costs down, because the industry is experiencing rising costs, especially with chemical services. So if you don't want to see your prices go up on hair color or smoothing treatments, do everything you can to buy from your hairdresser. It's just going to be good for the hairdresser, for me and our distributorship, plus it's going to help you, because it's going to keep your hair service prices down. And plus, you're going to get expert recommendations by the person that knows your hair the best. If you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, please click the bell, or hit subscribe, click the bell, so you get notified when I upload a new video. I appreciate you watching. Take care. Have a great day.